Hi, and welcome to Overruled Tennis with Renato. On today's episode, we're gonna discuss the winners and the losers of the US Open, the last Grand Slam of the season. We're also gonna talk about Swiatek and Sinner and say a fun fact between the two and what they had in common on the last night victory. We're gonna talk about one of the matches of the day, which was Tomilanovic versus Goff. It was a tense match with some good moments of tennis, and we'll discuss all about it. And we're gonna talk about Venus' second comeback on the US Open. Stay there and don't forget to like my channel, to subscribe to the channel as well, like the video, and leave us a comment, opinion, or a question. I'm up to anything. So the winners of last night in the men's side was Zverev in straight sets, good performance. Was Musetti in 4 sets, but he was very impressive because he was versus Pericard, and Pericard is a player who has a great serve and also good level of tennis. So it was impressive that Musetti got it in 4 sets. I expected to be a 5-setter, but Musetti played very well. And to be honest, like on a match against such a powerful server, the only set won by Pericard was the one they went to a tie break. So Musetti ended up getting breaks in all the other sets. Then I had Bublik versus Silic. Silic is one of my favorite players. I like the way he strikes the ball. I like his game. I thought it was a breath of fresh air when they were the big three. So I was sad to see him go. But Bublik is a very entertaining player and also a good player. So this was also a great victory for him in straight sets. Then I had Deminor straight sets, Shapovalov straight sets. Ogier Asim also won a match in straight sets, which was very impressive. Ogier Aliasim is one of my favorite players too. He's a player I think he has a massive potential, but I think he is not using all his potential. And above everything, I think for him it was a big mistake to get Tony Nadal. I think he's an offensive player. Osim has a very strong serve, great forehand, and he's actually very good at the net. And when you go to someone with his speciality is to a baseliner coach, like we saw on the likes of Nadal, it is a bit a mismatch, I think. And I think those took like a little bit of the wind from his wings, because I think he was not getting the best results. Sorry, there's a fly here. Summer in the Middle East. Then we had another victory from Tsitsipas versus Muller in 4 sets. It was a good display from Tsitsipas. I don't think it's going to matter much. But especially when talking about a player who is expected to win Grand Slams. Yet, if he managed to go to the second week, is the first time he goes to a second week on US Open. So that's not a good result to have, that's for sure. And then we had another victory, probably the best victory of the day. Nuno Borges, the Portuguese player, won in straight sets. Amazing. I'm very proud of him also. I don't think he has a chance to win the tournament, but he got to the second week, I think, in Australia. So who knows? Hard courts maybe seems to be a thing. While most of the the good players from Portugal are clay court players, the same as Spain, obviously, because they're so close countries. They both have like the same type of players. Obviously, Spain more successful, but still. And on the women's side, we had Anasimova, won in straight sets. It was a good victory for Anasimova. Maybe she can forget about that disastrous final in Wimbledon, where she didn't win a single match. And I think it's something will sting, definitely. But I'm happy to see her like going for it on this US Open, and this is a good chance for her to redeem herself. And if you got to one final, we can tell you that you don't get to more. Then you had Osaka with a very good victory in 2 sets. Kostuyik, Marta, she won it also in straight sets. Marta is a player I don't like her as a person, but I like her tennis. So most of the times I think we have to distinguish both, and the player and the person. And I do not appreciate Marta as a person. I think she doesn't seem to be a nice girl, but her tennis is very good, and I hope she can improve and go further on this tournament. Then he had Batiste and also winning in straight sets, and Haddad Maia in 3 sets. Haddad Maia has been very hit and miss since last season, so it was a tough victory. I don't think it says much, but it was like the score like very uneven, but still it's fine. And then now we're gonna talk about the matches of the losers of the day, and they had Danielle Collins losing to Christian. I think Daniel, after she, like, first she was about to quit tennis and then she decided to stay, and I think she couldn't find her form. Maybe it's a mental issue, because when she was chilled, and it probably will be her last season, she was getting great results because she took off the pressure of herself. And now that she has the pressure back, I don't think she's dealing with the best way. Also, like with her temper, I think that's also I find it entertaining, the Karen of tennis. But or sometimes I find her entertaining. Sometimes she's like too much of a Karen. But yeah, but most of the time. But I think like after she put the pressure on her, the results are not coming. And then he had Sigmund versus Schneider. Sigmund won in 2 sets to 1. It was impressive. Schneider just come from a victory. It's not a surprise because everyone knows Laura. Laura can do like upsets. She's just like famous for that, upsets. But we also expected maybe a little bit more from Schneider, even though Schneider has not had a great season this year. But still, Sigmund is much older. But she managed another upset to a seeded player. And then we had the final upset of the day, which was Monfils versus Safin. It's more an upset because I really like Monfils, and I think he brings such a brand of entertaining tennis, but with quality and with respect. He is a player that's never rude to his opponent, rarely rude to the referee. He's a player who can control his emotions very well, but still deliver probably one of the most entertaining performances from a player. He is very, very much entertaining. So now we go to Swiatek and Sinner. Swiatek and Sinner share a fun fact. Their matches were so fast and so quick that they had to put one more match on the same stadium. That's how fast they eliminate their players, which is interesting to see. I don't know, sometimes when I look at one and to the other, I see some similarities, not just on the way they play, but the calm and everything. So and the way they are efficient too. And it's very funny because sometimes I even forget that Sinner is Italian. And I think like he's from like Poland or some northern country, that you expect him to be so cold while performing. And the same as Swiatek, but Swiatek makes a little bit more sense. And I think Sinner as well, because what you have to understand is there are different type of people on the same country. So Sinner tends to be a less Latino type of player. And so they won so fast and so quick that dismantled their opponents that they included in Arthur Ashe one more match. I think it was Arthur Ashe, and don't quote me on this one. Then we had the other great match of the day, which was between Goff and Tomljanovic. Goff got it by very, very hard, but Tomljanovic is known for the one who defeat Serena on Serena last match. There was Serena last match, and I think she's a good player. She's also famous because she dated the Italian player Matteo Berrettini, the Hugo Boss model. And I think they are both on the Netflix documentary even together. I think I saw it, I remember something like that. But it was a scrappy, but that Goff always by the end of it managed to find a way. Not that she was losing the third set, she wasn't, but she got a lot of break points, but she managed, even when the serve is like, sometimes it was better. We saw like a little different technique on the serve, mostly on the twist of the body, but then sometimes she herself said that when she feels more pressure, go back to the old habits. And then we have the Venus second comeback, and apparently Venus is gonna to play doubles. She gonna play with Leila Fernandez, which is surprising choice. They don't even have the same brand of tennis, but maybe Venus that realizes with her movement that she needs someone that is faster on the baseline, and for that Layla is a great. And also Layla has experience as doubles, so and had won tournaments with in doubles. So it's gonna be an interesting team, and I think like even the surprise factor will bring more eyes to it. So I can wait to see it. So this is for everything for this round of the US Open. Before I go, please don't forget to like, watch the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, a suggestion, say what you. I'm starting this, so I need to know what I'm doing good, what I need to improve, and I'm ready for taking some feedback. It will be more appreciated. And have a great day, and see you soon.